Hey there everyone, today we are going to look into top 10 isekai anime which are highly recommended, so let's dive straight in. Number 10 Cautious Hero. There exist thousands of parallel worlds and all too often, one of them is in danger of being destroyed. When this happens, the many different gods and goddesses summon powerful heroes to fight on behalf of the people. The relatively new goddess Ristart has been tasked with finding a hero who can save a world from an S-class demon lord. After an exhaustive search, Ristart stumbles upon a candidate with miraculously high stats and instantly summons him. Standing before her is the destined hero Seiya. Ristart is anxious to start the mission, but Seiya bluntly tells her that he needs time to get ready. However, a few hours becomes a day, then a day becomes 3 days, which then becomes a week, and still, Seiya believes he has not adequately prepared. In her excitement at finding what she thought was the perfect hero, Ristart failed to notice that Seiya's most notable attribute was his impossibly cautious attitude. Before anything can be done, every possibility, no matter how far-fetched, must be considered. Number 9 Death March to the Parallel World. Ichiro Suzuki, a programmer nearing his 30s, is drowning in work. Worn out, he eventually has a chance to catch up on sleep, only to wake up and discover himself in a fantasy RPG world, which is mashed together from the games he was debugging in reality. In this new place, he realizes that not only has his appearance changed to a younger version of himself, but his name has also changed to Sato, a nickname he used while running beta tests on games. However, before Sato can fully grasp his situation, an army of lizardmen launch an assault on him. Forced to cast a powerful spell in retaliation, Sato wipes them out completely and his level is boosted to 310, effectively maximizing his stats. Now, as a high-leveled adventurer armed with a plethora of skills and no way to return to reality, Sato sets out to explore this magical new world. Number 8 The Ambitions of Oda Nobunaga. High school student Yoshiharu Sagara wakes up and finds himself in the middle of a raging Sengoku period battle. He is saved by the legendary Hideyoshi Toyotomi, but at the cost of the hero's life. With his dying breath, the warrior pleads for Yoshiharu to become a feudal lord in his place. Now that the course of history has been changed, Yoshiharu pledges to keep the timeline from diverging any further. Yet after rescuing Nobunaga Oda, whom he discovers is actually the fabled Nobunaga Oda's female counterpart, Yoshiharu realizes he has been transported to an alternate reality where most of Japan's historical warlords are now cute girls. To set things right and find a way back home, Yoshiharu agrees to become one of Nobunaga's retainers and assist her in a conquest of Japan. As Nobunaga initiates her campaign, Yoshiharu discovers that the history he learned from playing the video game, Nobunaga's Ambition, allows him to predict future events and turn the tide of war using this invaluable gift to aid the Oda clan's beautiful generals. Yoshiharu hopes to help his new lord fulfill her dream and win the hearts of women everywhere. Number 7 Drifters. At the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, Toyohisa Shimazu is the rearguard for his retreating troops, and is critically wounded when he suddenly finds himself in a modern gleaming white hallway. Faced with only a stoic man named Murasaki and hundreds of doors on both sides, Toyohisa is pulled into the nearest door and into a world completely unlike his own. The strange land is populated by all manner of fantastical creatures, as well as warriors from different eras of Toyohisa's world, who were thought to be dead. Quickly befriending the infamous warlord Nobunaga Oda and the ancient archer Yoichi Sukataka Nasu, Toyohisa learns of the political unrest tearing through the continent. Furthermore, they have been summoned as drifters to fight against the Ents, people who are responsible for the creation of the Ord Empire and are trying to annihilate the drifters. Number 6 The Boy and the Beast. When Kyuta, a young orphan living on the streets of Shibuya, stumbles into a fantastic world of beasts, he's taken in by Kumatetsu, a rough around the edges warrior beast, who's been searching for the perfect apprentice. Despite their constant bickering, Kyuta and Kumatetsu begin training together and slowly form a bond as father and son. But when a deep darkness threatens to throw the human and beast worlds into chaos, the strong bond between this unlikely family will be put to ultimate test, a final showdown that will only be won if the two can finally work together using all of their combined strength and courage. Number 5 Log Horizon. In the blink of an eye, 30,000 bewildered Japanese gamers are whisked from their everyday lives into the world of the popular MMORPG, Elder Tale, after the game's latest update. Among them is the socially awkward college student Shiro, whose confusion and shock lasts only a moment. As a veteran of the game, he immediately sets out to explore the limits of his new reality. Shiro must learn to live in this new world, leading others and negotiating with the NPC natives, in order to bring stability to the virtual city of Akihabara. He is joined by his unfortunate friend Natsugu, having logged in for the first time in years only to find himself trapped, and Akatsuki, a petite but fierce assassin who labels Shiro as her master, a tale of fantasy, adventure, and politics. Number 4 Now and Then Here and There. Here and Now. Number 3. The Faraway Paladin. The Faraway Paladin is a fantasy story set in an isekai world. In the city of the undead, lives a young human boy who was raised by 3 undead: Blood, the hardy skeletal warrior; Mary, the graceful mummified priestess; and the crotchety spectral sorcerer, Gus. As the only human living in the ruins far from human civilization, William grew up with plenty of love and training, as his undead family taught him everything they know. However, William holds a secret. He actually has memories of his previous life. A life filled with regrets in our world. Determined to have a different life in this new world and to unravel the mysteries of this faraway land, William sets out on a journey that places him on a path in becoming a paladin, resolving to defeat all evil. In the name of the goddess of flame, Gracefield, William gains valuable companions along the way, as the secret and tragic past of his undead family comes to light. Number 2. Saga of Tanya the Evil. Girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, and porcelain skin fights on the front lines of a brutal war and climbs the ranks of the Imperial Army, for having insulted God. An arrogant Japanese salaryman in the moment of his sudden death is sentenced to be reborn in an alternate universe similar to 1910's Europe. In an empire torn apart by countless wars with all nearby countries, the salaryman is reborn as Second Lieutenant Tanya de Garekaf of the Imperial Army, a 9-year-old soldier girl. Plus this, according to God's words, if she's not able to die a natural death or she refuses to have faith in him, her soul will leave the circle and descend to hell for the countless sins that Tanya has committed in her previous life. In search for an escape, Tanya decides to enter into the Empire's Mages Division, hoping to reach a high enough rank as fast as possible to remain far from the battlefield, and in this way avoid the risk of being killed. Even if she's now forced to speak with a young girl's lisp, Tanya soon turns into a ruthless soldier who prioritizes efficiency and her own career over anything else. Number 1. Grimgar. Fear, survival, instinct, thrown into a foreign land with nothing but hazy memories and the knowledge of their name. They can feel only these 3 emotions resonating deep within their souls. A group of strangers is given no other choice than to accept the only paying job in this game-like world, the role of a soldier in the reserve army, and eliminate anything that threatens the peace in their new world Grimgar. When all of the stronger candidates join together, those left behind must create a party together to survive. Despite its resemblance to one, this is no game. There are no redos or respawns. It is kill or be killed. It is now up to this ragtag group of unlikely fighters to survive together in a world where life and death are separated only by a fine line. So that's it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, then make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't till now.